Swing metrics are plane, connection, and rotation, and let us know the coordination and control pattern of the hitter. Simply put, it's how the hitter moves on a swing-to-swing basis. Our impact metrics let us know what's going on with the bat and the body at impact. It lets us know a little bit more about where we made contact or where that pitch was in the zone. Use our swing metrics to understand how we move and our impact metrics to get more detail. For more information, check out our training center at blastmotion.com.
Okay, the issue with Arturo is that he was number one over and over and over at time on the plane, which means he's on plane to hit the ball the best. Okay, and I was wondering why he was doing it over and over and over. So I had to relook at the video and I noticed. So what he does is he drops his hands way back here. Okay, so he should be coming from right here where his hands are. He should be going straight to the ball. But instead he does this little shimmy. So he does this little shimmy and drops his bat. And look at it, it's flat. Okay, so he should be going straight from here to the ball. But instead he does a shimmy, drops his bat flat here. You see his back arm where it's already laying down. And now he just drags his bat all the way through. Which is good if you want to make contact. But the thing is, he's creating no power here. The bottom half looks good. It's just all up. The shimmy thing we have to get rid of. And this dropping the bat. And just dragging it through. I'll play it one more time, real time.
Try to get something in now.
I think 80 is the max.
6.
80 might be going straight back forward. You know what I mean?
You think? 6.
Because once I get all three of these, then it's just about reps.
6. 6.
I mean, yeah, it is getting the thing from
7.
Do that.
6. 6. 6. 6. 6.
He does already.
7.
Yeah.
7.
Yes. I like how he figured that out. And
7.
Yes. I like how he figured that out. And
7. 7.
See is I see their back elbows, which never get up, and they're always leading the swing. So if my elbow doesn't, if I get ready to hit and my elbow doesn't make this move and get somewhere here, and instead it does this, which a lot of young guys do because a lot of coaches say, put your elbow down, don't get your elbow up. That move often causes the hitter to lead with their elbow. So their elbow gets way, way out here, okay? They do this. So if you're watching video and you see that, it's probably because you're not getting your elbow up to begin with. Now the problem with this is when you get in that position, it makes it really hard to release the barrel. So when my elbow gets here and I just keep going here, I can't release the barrel like that. So what a lot of kids do is they get here and they just keep going and their barrel never releases, boom, and then they get the ball way down here. They hit a lot of balls that way because their barrel can't get out there. They're late on fastballs, they're fouling balls back because the barrel never can get out front to hit the ball. The barrel's always lagging. That's where bat drag. People say, oh, the barrel's dragging through, the bat's dragging through. Most of the time, it's because of that. Elbow doesn't get up, elbow leads forward, and I can't release. And I get blocked off, I hit the ball there, foul the ball back, can't make solid contact, okay? So that's a big problem I see. The other big problem I see is on the other end of the spectrum. Players that their back elbow never drops in. So the back elbow gets up, it stays up, and it never gets in there. So here, it's way out here. When this happens, my swing gets really pushed, okay? So I push the bat through the zone. There's no whipping of the bat through there. So I'm pushing, I have no bat speed. Typically the barrel will get way out here, so I cut across the ball a lot. I'm not able to attack the ball like this, more from the inside. My barrel isn't gonna cover the whole plate again. It's gonna be here, it gets out there, and then it cuts across the zone that way. Okay, so usually those are really slow swings. Doesn't look like there's any bat speed. Doesn't look like there's any whip to the swing because the barrel never really gets lagged back there and released out. It's always kind of getting pushed. It's almost like if you were to take a ball and throw it, if your elbow never got laid, or never got ahead of your hand a little bit for it to whip, if you kept your elbow back here, tried to throw it, you look like you're shot putting a ball. It's exactly what you're doing in your swing, okay? So those are the two issues. Either guys are way out here and the bat,
because we're actually going to be swinging the bat. This is called overload underload swings. It's one of the best ways to increase your bat speed, regardless of, you know, if you're at home and you're locked down, or if it's just any other time where things are a little bit more normal, right? Overload underload swings, if you're not doing this, you're going to want to add it to your routine. So the way it works, it's pretty simple. You can do dry swings, you can do swings off of the tee, you can do soft toss, front toss, BP, whatever, but basically what we're doing is we're swinging with our regular baseball bat, and then you're going to want to find a bat that's a little bit heavier than the bat that you would traditionally use in a game, and you're going to want to swing that, and then you're going to want to swing a bat that's a little bit lighter. So I know that you might not have a million bats laying around at home, but try to find one on the lighter side that, hey, maybe you used it a couple years ago, it's a little bit too small for you now, it's too light. That's great though for this exercise, use that. And then maybe you've got a bat that's a little bit heavier, or it's waterlogged, or whatever the case may be. That could be your bat that's a little bit heavier. So the goal is to, you know, you don't want to be swinging something that's ridiculously heavy or one that's light as a feather. The goal is to get it just a little bit heavier than the bat that you're going to be using in your game, or a little bit lighter than the bat that you're going to be using in your game. But do, you know, dry swings if that's all you have access to. If you have a net though in your backyard or whatever, you know, take some swings with the heavy bat off of the tee. Take some swings with the lighter bat off of the tee, and then obviously you want to finish up with your regular bat that you'll be using in a real game. But this is one of the single best ways to increase your bat speed, and you can absolutely do this from home. So let's move on to the rest of the exercises. For the remaining exercises, you're going to need access to a medicine ball. So hopefully you have a med ball laying around your house somewhere. I wouldn't get too hung up on what kind of medicine ball you have or the particular weight. This one that I have here happens to be 10 pounds, but if you got one that's a little bit heavier or a little lighter, or one that, you know, it's not your favorite, use it. Now is the time to be resourceful, okay? And to be honest with you, this medicine ball that I have here, it's, you know, a decent weight, but it's actually, as you can see, a really small medicine ball. I actually prefer the larger medicine balls and the softer ones. They make, you know, baseball specific exercises like these a little bit easier to do, but hey, I'm not complaining, right? Because I'm being resourceful. I'm using what I've got. That's what I encourage you to do during this time as well. Okay, so this first exercise, the last exercise we did was extremely baseball specific, right? Because we're actually swinging the bat. This is another one that's extremely baseball specific, and it's called rotational med ball throw. So pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be throwing the medicine ball, and we're going to be doing it in a rotational manner. And how is that baseball specific? Because everything we do on the baseball field, or at least a lot of what we do when it comes to hitting and throwing, there's a rotational component to it, right? So we're really working our baseball muscles here, okay? So I love this exercise. If you're not doing it, incorporate it into your routine. The way it works is you're gonna have your medicine ball, you're just simply gonna put it out in front of your body like this. I'm a right-handed thrower, so I'm actually going to load up by bringing the medicine ball to my right side. Same as in my swing, I would, you know, load load like this. So I'm gonna bring it from the center of my body here to my backside. I'm gonna load, and then I'm gonna explode and see how far and how hard I can throw this ball this way, okay? So out in front like this, back, explode, and see how far and how hard I can throw it, okay? And that's a common mistake.